Hi friends, it's Ms. Amelia from the Trenton Library. Thank you for stopping by on our Try It Thursday. Today's Try It Thursday is making flowers out of paper, coffee filters, or even a plastic egg. So we're going to try 3 different projects today, and first off we're going to do our simplest one, which is the egg. What we're going to do is just thread a pipe cleaner through it, and then if you decide to, you can add anything in there, or you could put stickers on it. And it's one that works really well in a group, so you want to get more than a few of these plastic eggs. So I'm just going to demonstrate one of them so that you can see, or maybe 2, because they are kind of fun to make. I'm going to pick a blue one first. So as you can see, I think I'm going to use a thinner pipe cleaner than that one. I'll save this one for my other projects. So pipe cleaner and egg, and most plastic Easter eggs you'll see have like little 2 holes at the bottom. And what you're going to do is thread your Easter egg with pipe cleaner. And it goes like this. Hopefully it goes like this. You might want to do it in half just to make your pipe cleaner a little bit more stable. So that's it. Just thread it through, keep threading it through, hope that it keeps threading through. It's a nice thing about pipe cleaner. It's very malleable, mostly. And you just gotta kind of make it work for you. So I'm gonna keep going a little bit further because I kind of want to get a stronger base. There's a number of different types of projects I've seen using plastic Easter eggs. Some people have added a little bit of extra paper so it looks more like a daisy, maybe like little petals and things like that. Or you could put stickers on it. If you want to try glitter, more than welcome to do that. And so now that I've got both sides of this pipe cleaner through, I'm just going to twist the ends here. And these definitely look better when they're in groups, I think, or part of a bouquet. And with pipe cleaner, you can maybe even bend them together to turn into a wreath if you'd like, or some type of other decoration. Very versatile. So, and that's it. And now you will see a lovely egg bouquet. They kind of look like tulips a little bit to me, just as we're getting up. So you can put some lines there. It's as you like. So we're going to put this one to the side and go on to our next project. Our next project is called a handprint lily. These are some that I made earlier. So it's a simple project. It can be done pretty much for any age, maybe with some help. You may not realize this, but this is actually my handprint with some pipe cleaner of 2 different colors, the yellow and the green. You can use heavier type of paper, although as you might see, it doesn't stay very taped down, because you're going to also be using tape to hold down the cone shape. So let me show you how you can do that. First off, get a piece of paper. You want something that's going to be flexible, and then trace your hand with a pencil. Sort of like hand turkeys or lilies instead. So you just trace carefully. I'm just tracing quickly, not being very careful. And then cut this out. I've already cut one out for you, so I have it right over here. And also you want to make sure that you've erased any stray pencil marks, because those will definitely show on your work. There's my hand. The next step is we're going to make a cone shape. So you want to roll your hand carefully. And so it's a cone shape. You want to make sure that the hole at the bottom is just big enough for the pipe cleaner that you're going to use. This one right here. Because you want it to be able to stay. And there's something that you need to do with the pipe cleaner too that I will show you as well. Because you want to get that little yellow in there to make it look more realistic. It's a fun project for all ages to kind of get involved in. So, I'm not quite done yet. I think that's okay. Need a little bit better. And just keep working. And I'm going to get my tape out and tape it. You could use glue. I've just found that glue can be kind of messy. So, but then again, I'm a messy crafter. So we're going to try to get that cone shape all the way through. And you may notice that there is a bit of a pencil mark there. So there we go. Just wrap that around it. And then what you're going to do is as you might see, the lily has a bit of a bend to it. So we're gonna take our pencil and roll back, a round pencil, mind you. So we take our pencil and roll it back. It's kind of like quilling, which is another craft you can do. And then just gently try to shape that into a curl, like so. Keep going till you get all petals or fingers curled. I really like how it makes a pretty bouquet. It could also be used as a Mother's Day or Father's Day gift, since they are little hands. In there, so curled, just like a lily. And then we're going to take our pipe cleaner and we're going to bend it so it's a bit of a J, like so. And then take our other pipe cleaner, the yellow one, and then fold it in half on top of the J right here. Whoop, you want it in half. This one's not in half. Be in half. Okay. So that's in half. The next step is you're going to fold 1/2 of that inward again. So it looks like it's 1 1/2. You take the one that's longer and you wrap it around the littler one. So it just gives it some more stability. Like so. Then we're going to take our pipe cleaner and fit it through. And hopefully it all works out the way that I had planned. So there we go. And voila. So the nice thing you could do is you could take, oops, it's a little bit too low. You can always adjust. It's a nice thing about tape. You can always adjust. This is plain old colored printer paper as well. Just forgot to mention that. And if you have a bunch of them, as I do here, you can take them all together and place them in a vase. See, this one was the heavier stock paper that didn't really work so well. Lesson learned, yeah? So you take them all together and you could put a ribbon on them, put them in a vase, any type of decorative project or item. So let's put that to the side as well. And our final project, after I clear my area a bit, is one that involves a little bit more work. It is a coffee filter flower. There's many different ways of doing this. This is just the one that I picked and kind of modified. I think they're pretty. This is just coffee filter that I dyed using food coloring. So let me show you that process. You can also use washable markers. They work great. You can just draw on them like so and then add water either with a dropper. Just give a quick demonstration of what I mean. Just draw on it really quick. Then either paint with a sponge brush or a paintbrush just to get water on there. That's all you need to do with that. And of course, let them dry. The nice thing about coffee filters is it dries really quickly. So for our coffee filter flowers that from this project, the ones that look like these, we're going to take our coffee filters, about 6 of them, and some water. It's a lovely red. I didn't have a lot of blue when I was creating this flower here, but I do have a lot of red. So I just use gel food coloring, but regular food coloring works too. I just like the vibrancy of gel food coloring. This is about 1.5 cups of water that I added several drops of the gel food coloring to. The more food coloring you have, the more vibrant the color. So I'm going to take, to complete one of them, I'm going to take 6 coffee filters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. Let me get 6. 6. You can add more or less if you'd like. I would say probably about 10 would be the maximum. So we're going to dip our coffee filters into this water, up or down, it doesn't matter, as long as it gets in there. And it turns red really quick. It's kind of fun. Other ones I've seen will do a double dip where they let it dry and then add another color to it. So it's up to you how you want to do that, and just let it get really, really wet. And then make sure you have a towel or something to wash to keep your hands dry, and of course cover your work area. So that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna let this dry. So as you can see, it's already quite the difference from my other blue one. So, and you can always adjust how bright or how light you would like that to turn out too. So we're gonna leave this to dry. I did make some earlier. They're not fully dry yet, so I wasn't gonna be able to use them. But this is the red dye flowers. It can be adjusted, of course, as you like, but I'm gonna let them dry a little bit further before I use them. I do have some more from a previous attempt, so let me get those out. So I have 6 right here. So let's see, make sure I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aha, there's one more. 6. So 6 right there. Try to line them up so that they're all about even. It's kind of like start as you mean to go. So that's 6, and they're a little rumply because again, water's been added to them and now they've dried. Perfect. So we're gonna fold it in half, like so, and then fold it in half again, like so. What you're gonna do next is you're gonna create some cuts in this side, right here. So don't wanna go all the way through, you kinda wanna go towards the middle. It's gonna create the petals for your project. So, or how much my scissors will allow me to cut through. 1. However many you want to do, it's entirely up to you. We're going to do a little bit of shaping as well. And that's, again, another idea for you to consider. It's how you want them shaped. You can also leave them as they are right here. This is your project. Okay, so I don't have very small petals. I have fairly big petals. Now, this is where a lot of the choice comes in. This one, I rounded the edges. So it has more, and I didn't go that far. So it kind of has more of a daisy sort of look to it. This one, I went a little bit more sharper and has more of a chrysanthemum sort of look to it, I think. So those I'm going to put on the side for right now. How about we go, this is going to get messy. We go and do more jagged. I think that would be kind of fun. So it's a very, it's great for decorating kind of simply, and you can find coffee filters pretty much anywhere. Even if you don't drink coffee, coffee filters are fantastic for craft projects. Oop, that one went a little too far, but that's okay. One thing I always try to remember is nothing is perfect. Maybe close, but not really. And it all makes it unique and special. And you made it, so it's pretty wonderful. So, jagged, jagged. And almost done. This is kind of where the real fun begins after we get our points across. Haha. Oh yeah, I wanted to do it that way. Okay, so the next step is we're going to open up our flower. It's a little tricky because you want to make sure it stays in one spot. This is where the adventure begins. So I'm just going to cut a small little notch there. This is where I'm going to add my stem. Yeah, looks a little bit like a snowflake. I could have probably cut down more, but I kind of like the way it looks there. So I'm going to put the pipe cleaner through here, maybe. Probably should have gotten a little bit bigger. Another one I saw used a paper straw as their stem. So pretty much anything will do, I think. So there we go. It is threaded through that little notch I made, little cut I made. And then I'm gonna just fold this over just a little bit just to kind of give it some place not to go, so it'll stay put. So what we're gonna do then, after we, oh no, I missed one. Which is why, you know what? I'll put it through the bottom. If I can open it. There we go, we got it. Crisis averted. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to glue the top layer and then follow through on the rest of the layers. So we're gonna put a little bit of glue around the middle. Oh, I forgot where I put my glue. A little bit of glue around the middle. And then fold up. And what you're gonna keep doing is folding up. So glue. If you wanna hold it upside down, that's an idea, or keep it as you are. Is that an extra layer? Did I miss a layer? This is why it's important to work slowly. There we go, I got it. All better. Okay. There, that's one layer. And then I'm gonna add another layer. If you'd like to, you could also add other embellishments to this, maybe some glitter. You could always add glitter. It's a crafting rule. You could add some other things to it. Perhaps add more layers if you'd like. It doesn't have to be 6. It's just always a good idea to start dipping the coffee filters in there with about 6 or so, just to make sure it gets all the color it can get. Unless you're kind of going for a more or less muted one, but it's your project, so you can decide how you want it to go. And it's also a fun idea too to make like a variety of these. If you want to make some more that are jagged, some more that are rounded, there's tons of options out there for you. And as you can see, I'm still kind of gluing around the bottom and then folding up so that it stays kind of together. So yeah, I'm gonna stop right there because that's pretty much the project. And then when you're all done with all of them and they've dried and everything is good to go, you can put these in a vase, give them as a present, have them as decoration, and you will have a lovely project to show everyone. So thank you, my friends, for stopping by today. If you do get a chance to post your completed project, I would love to see it on either our Facebook page or send us an email, whatever works for you. So thank you again, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.